G'day champions, Plumber here, and welcome back to this week's vendor reset, the greatest on the interweb. It's November 25th, and today's vendor video will cover my top picks, hot ticket, interesting items, and must-buy gear for the week. Remember to show your support if you enjoy or find this video helpful. A simple like is all that it takes, and if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe. Righto, so the vendors have now restocked, so let's get stuck in and see what's up for grabs this week. Kicking things off this week, we're going to start at the Countdown vendor where we have the Baker's Dozen. This one comes with crit chance. And we've got the Punch Drunk Mask. This one's got weapon damage, that fixed 20% headshot damage, and weapon handling. A very, very good piece. Both of these items will be available from tomorrow at your Cassie Mendoza vendor. And oh my god, finally we get something amazing. Emperor's Guard knee pads, these have hazard protection. These are a DZ exclusive item, very, very tricky to get to be in the position that you can roll a core armor roll to, so definitely drop by and pick these up. It's not the double regen that a lot of players are looking for, but hazard protection goes a very, very long way on this. All your countdown items will cost 75 countdown credits each, but this one is definitely worth it this week. Heading on over to the Haven now to see the lads, and first up we're at Marco, so we're going to check out his gear. The Police Magnum here is not too shabby. It's already got Determined on it, drop on Detox. If you don't have a Harvest pistol, this is a very, very good substitute. The Alps gloves here are very good as well. And the Golan Mask is usable. It's got crit chance, chuck on some regen or some crit damage. Popping in next door to see our old mate Roy, and for the guns, nothing screams out at me. And the brand set pieces are kind of hot trash. Electric Mask here, skill tier, skill damage, roll on some status if you're desperate. Inside at our White House vendor, we have the Closer chest. This one's got armor explosive resistance and headshot damage. No thanks. Quick browse at the guns, nothing special, and the brand set pieces pretty mid tier. At our Clan vendor this week, we have the Emmeline's Guard as our named item. The gear set pieces, we've got a Virtuoso holster, weapon damage and headshot. Aces and Eights holster, weapon damage and headshot, and a Tip of the Spear holster with weapon damage and headshot. RNG gods did really well with these ones. We're gonna have a quick flick through the guns. Nothing screams at me. P90 with Detox. Very nice looking MP7 with Detox as well. Probably worth picking this one up. And we've got a Henna mask, skill tier, skill damage, skill haste. Pretty good. And down in the mod section, there is a 10.4% crit damage mod. 12%'s the max, but if you've got hardcore characters that you need a few of these as backup ones, pick a few up. Over at the Theatre Settlement this week, our named item is the Stage Left with Perfect Sledgehammer. The guns aren't really cutting it, and neither's the brand set stuff this week. At the Castle Settlement this week, we've got a Picaro's holster, armor, and crit chance. The guns here are looking pretty mid, and the brand set pieces, I'm not interested in them. Moving on. A quick little look-see now at the campus, and we've got a Carnage with swap speed. Model 700, but it's got accuracy and Thunderstrike. Unfortunately, the other couple of items are really average. Righto champions, now it's time for our Dark Zone vendors, and we are starting at DZ West where we have the Rock and Roll, and this one's already got Detox on it. Max it out. Perfect. As we quickly take a look at the rest of the gear here, remember DZ items cost DZ resources. Just double check that it's going to be worth it for you. For me personally, there's no value in these items, so let's move on. Shooting on down to DZ South now, we have a gift backpack. Unfortunately, the attributes on this are not a very nice looking gift. Just a quick little flick through the rest of the gear here. The guns aren't cutting it. Gear set, brand sets, yeah, all pretty average. And wrapping up the Dark Zone vendors, we are at DZ East where, oh hello, we have the Hollow Man again. Armor, that 14% health damage, and skill damage. A lot of players ran about this one. I don't see the hype, but it is definitely here this week if you need to pick it up. While we're here, we're just going to take a quick look at the rest of the gear, and for me personally, I don't think it's worth the DZ credits. And wrapping things up this week, we are at our Brooklyn vendor, so let's check it out. Badger backpack with armor, crit damage, and wicked. Team this up with the Scorpio shotgun, very, very good. And this Imminence mask ain't too shabby. Weapon damage and headshot, you could put on weapon handling if you want to rock a 3-piece Imminence build. However, the Punch Drunk will perform a little bit better. And that one is available this week at your Countdown vendor. So that's going to wrap it up for this week's vendor reset champions. Not a bad one. A few hot items, those DZ exclusive pieces, Log on, get to your vendors, buy what you need, and start your build making. And for everyone that's interested in the daily targeted loot, it is on your screen now. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and make sure that you show your support by smashing the like button on this video, and if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Everyone's support is always greatly appreciated. Remember to stay frosty, keep looting, keep shooting, and giving them hell, and hope to catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.